Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Honda Ruckus Build Series. This isn't a Ruckus, I'm just sitting next to my R1. If you're new to the series, this is part 6 in the build series where we're working on my 2016 Honda Ruckus, trying to make it a pretty awesome Ruckus. And this week, we're gonna be prepping stuff for powder coating and checking out the motor that we're gonna be putting into this bike. Now, last week I got a couple packages in, big packages from the Ruck Shop. Wow, I probably shouldn't have emphasized that like that. Got a couple packages from the Ruck Shop and scooterworks.com, the build sponsors for this bike, and I just couldn't wait, so I opened them. But I did record it, so that's what I'm gonna be showing you guys right now. If you missed any of the videos or you just wanna check them out again, you can check a link to the playlist for this whole entire series for both the videos that I've already made and the videos that will be coming out after this, and that is down in the description. But let's check out what's in those boxes. Scooterworks has a package for us today. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Scooterworks.com, and they gave me a drawing, guys. It's a freaking dinosaur in a Ruckus. How awesome is that? But let's open this up. Handlebars. All this stuff is going to be linked down in the description if you want to check it out. This and a lot of the parts in here are NCY products. They make a lot of scooter parts. So this is their flat type handlebar that they make. Part number 1, these sleeves have been professionally removed for your safety. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a medium. This is really gonna show off my body here. Scooterworks. Should I put this on? I should probably put this on, shouldn't I? Oh yeah, that's snug. Do I look like a Harley rider now? I gotta wear cut off sleeves, right? I feel weird. Should I stay in this? All right. Mustache, face mask. What? See, these are the important parts if you have a scooter. Always have to make sure you have your cut off sleeve shirt and your mustache face mask. Look good, right? Mm-hmm. What do we got next? Aluminum steering stem. Ah, fork stem. This looks, ow! Stabbed myself with the plastic piece that protects the razor blade. Oh, that's nice. That is nice. Pretty legit. All right, what else we got? Grip set. Big old box of goodies. Woo! Woo! This is the front lowering kit set. Brake rotor. Stock, the Ruckus comes with really crappy drum brakes. This will help when I'm going like twice as fast. Really awesome black forks. Really awesome brake caliper. That is nice. Some sort of brake caliper bolt. Another sort of brake caliper bolt. Nice black lever. I think this is a brake caliper adapter, front axle rod, maybe, of sort, brake disc screws, some sort of sensor, engine stop, and a white mystery box. Let's open box number 2. This package is from the Ruck Shop, and oh baby. So all that stuff was from Scooterworks. This stuff is from the Ruck Shop. More bubble wrap, I like bubble wrap. Mystery box. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this closed. More bubble wrap, except it's not really bubble wrap, it's like that pillow packaging. Why do they make this? It's no fun. Ooh, boy. New carb. We'll go over all this stuff in more detail when we actually install it onto the Ruckus. New front tire. Oh, wow. This is, I believe, the hub for the rear wheel. Rear tail light, super awesome air filter, swag pack, stickers, sunglasses, key tags, lemon heads. Oh, that's good. Oh, what else we got in here? Sliding roller weight, explosive acceleration, highest top end, extended gear ratio range, most stable gear ratio. 5 days. Alright, this is a center cap for the wheels. License plate bracket. This looks like it would be better if I just left it in its packaging. So we'll put that there. Gasket. Gift wrap trim. You know what? I think this is actually the front tire. Yes, this is the front tire. This is the rear tire. This thing is gonna get so stretched out. Man, this is when I need fry riding here for a really disturbing metaphor. But yeah, this is gonna get stretched out. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but that's how they do it. Handlebar, stem, center cap thing. Foot pegs. But I think there may be a couple more things in here, but I don't wanna show the last remaining thing that's in this box. We'll show that later. All right, time to build. In Friday's video, I took you guys along as I went to go buy this thing as a method for removing the bushings from the frame. As you can see here, the bushings are gone. So let me show you how that went. So here's the little bushings that came out. I don't know if you guys can, there we go. There we go. Yeah, here's the little things that came out. I'm not gonna be reusing those. We're not even using those holes anymore. The fatty mount is gonna use this thing right here. And this is the new rod that the wheel is gonna attach to. Or rather the engine. So honestly, I'm not sure if the torch did anything. I think, because usually with those things, usually freeze things like wheel bearings to get them in easier. I think heating it up actually probably made it more difficult. I honestly didn't try to take them out before. Maybe I should have done that. Why am I still wearing these glasses? Also, why am I not wearing a hat? Here we go. We'll put on the ruck shot. Oops, sorry glasses. Here we go. Represent. So the next thing that I gotta do is drill out these holes. I didn't do that. They gotta be drilled out to 10 millimeter. I don't have a 10 millimeter wrench though. I went to the store earlier this week and the video on Friday actually showed that, but yeah, stores don't carry any metric drill bits. So I talked with the ruck shop, they said I can just use a 13/32, which is like as close as you can get without being too small. So that's what I'm gonna use, and we'll see how that works. So I got those out, but the next thing that I have to do is go on all of these areas where I ground off tabs, and that was back in episode 3 of the series, I think. But I never actually went back and sanded them down. I need this stuff to be as smooth as possible for when I take it to powder coating, so that when it all gets powder coated, it looks nice. But an area that you guys helped me out a lot with is these things. I did not know that these exist, flapper discs. So I had a grinder and I was using a cutting wheel and then a sanding wheel with my grinder. Here's my grinder. Well, you guys suggested using a flapper wheel. Oh, I gotta be careful with that blowtorch. You guys suggested that I use a flapper wheel, which is basically like another sanding wheel, but it has like a ton of little tiny sheets of sandpaper. And that should make it easier for me to sand down this frame really, really nicely. So I got a few different ones. I got a 40 grit, 40, a 60, and an 80 grit. So I'll start with the 40. I may skip the 60, maybe not. Maybe I'll just go ahead and do them all. I don't want to sand off too much, so that's why I say I may just skip the 60. And after I do that, I'm just gonna go at it by hand with a 150 and a 400 grit sandpaper. These are just like little foam things. A little bit more expensive than like regular sandpaper, but I figure it'll be a little bit easier to form it around because it's kind of like a sponge. It's got sandpaper on it, but the actual thing is a sponge, so should make it easy for me to kind of form around those curves a little bit better. Something happened and my camera just lost all the footage of me sanding this stuff down. It's okay, we're not done yet. Pretty dark, so I'm gonna finish up the other sanding wheel, the other flapper wheel, the 80 grit one. I'm gonna do that, and then I'll bring it in here and we'll do it by hand. I cut myself on the on the grinder. You know, fortunately, looking on the bright side, it didn't have the cutting wheel on it. It was just the 80 grit sanding wheel. But I still sawed the tip of my finger in half. Luckily, it's just the tip. I don't think I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. I don't think it's deep enough for stitches. It might be, but it seems, I don't know. I think I'm gonna be good. I'm just hoping that it stops bleeding so I can continue this work. But you know the thing I'm most upset about? Anyone? Guesses?
Knowledge.
The camera wasn't running. So y'all didn't get to see the glorious cutting of my finger. Well, my finger finally stopped bleeding, and I got it all taped up now, but I'm gonna take it easy because I don't want it to start bleeding again. It's deep, like it's not so deep that I think I need stitches, but it's deep enough that like it wants to keep bleeding. I had to have a towel like wrapped up and pressed up against it for quite a while for it to actually stop bleeding. And I really don't want it to start bleeding again, at least for today. I think if I give it a day, then it should be okay. So unfortunately, the only thing that I'm gonna be able to keep doing is doing the sanding on the frame. I'm gonna finish that up, get that thing completely ready to go for powder coating so I can take everything to powder coating on Monday morning. The other thing is that Fry Riding was supposed to come work with me today. We're gonna unbox the engine and start painting that. So what we're gonna be doing with that is using kind of like a wrinkle coat on the engine, like a wrinkled black, because it comes standard as like a gray, but I wanted to match the bike more, so we're gonna do just like a wrinkle engine coat on there. I think at least that's what I think we're gonna do. Maybe gloss. I'm not sure, but we're gonna paint it. We're gonna paint the outside of the engine, the casing for it. Not powder coating, that would be way more involved, but I am gonna paint it. So that's what I had planned for me today. But last minute, Fry had to cancel and couldn't make it over here to work on that. So I feel so bad. Like I wanted to get more done and show you more, but just like thing after thing happened this week. And now my finger, and now Fry not being able to come and work on the bike. So I'm gonna make it up for you guys. I'm gonna make a bonus episode this week. I don't know if it's gonna come out Wednesday or if it's gonna come out Friday. Those are my other two normal video days. But I'm gonna have a Ruckus Build Series video on one of those days, either Wednesday or Friday. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have push notifications turned on. I know lately a lot of people have been mentioning like certain channels just like not showing up in their subscription feeds. So if you wanna make sure that you see mine, make sure you click that little bell below the video and turn on the push notifications so you always get notified when a video of mine goes live. But again, an extra Ruckus Build Series video will be going live on Wednesday or Friday. And then normally next Sunday we'll also have the Build Series video. I'll show you this though. This is the exhaust for the Ruckus. We got a Yoshi pipe, guys. I know you guys really wanted me to have one on the CRF. I wanna have one. The Yoshi pipes for those things are awesome. I wanna get like the full carbon dual exit exhaust for that. I like single exit exhaust. Like I don't typically like dual exit, but Yoshi's pipe for that looks so good. But we're gonna have it on the Ruckus. That's how we're gonna compromise. So we got the Yoshi pipe for the Ruckus. This is from the Ruck Shop. They kind of like source these parts themselves. I think the piping for this, I don't know where, it's in here somewhere. But they do all that stuff on their own. Yoshi doesn't actually sell a kit for the Ruckus. So the Ruck Shop provides that. So enough talking, I'm gonna finish up the sanding on this frame and then we're gonna call it. There it is, guys. It's, I don't know, you probably can't see how, it probably looks extremely rough, but I actually got it pretty smooth on these. There's powder coating dust everywhere. When I take it to powder coating, he'll sandblast it and that'll get all of the old powder coating off, and hopefully it looks nice. I may have him double check to make sure that it looks pretty smooth after he sandblasts it, and then if I need to, I'll sand it again. You're not gonna see the frame a whole ton, and the areas that you will see it, it's untouched. It's basically just in places where we're mounting stuff too. So I think it's gonna work out. I still have to just sand down the headlight bracket a little bit, but my finger's starting to bleed again. So again, I'm so sorry guys. I wish that it didn't turn out this way. This was completely unexpected. Well, this and the fact that Fry couldn't come over. Again, video will be coming out Wednesday or Friday. I'll have videos both days, but there will be a build series video Wednesday or Friday in addition to next Sunday. So keep a lookout guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it a little bit. You got to see all the parts that we unboxed. Otherwise, that's gonna be it guys. I'm Motonosity. Videos Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I'll see you guys later.